Welcome back to another Speedpaint Storytime. Today, I have some more Project Constellation art for you. Project Constellation is the net idol group I talked about a couple weeks ago, and one of my favorite things about this group are the characters and the world that we've created over the last several years. A big part of the story is that our three characters come from the stars and came to Earth to be idols. Because of this, we wanted to create what we called goddess dresses as a foil to our idol costumes that we sang and danced in. I asked both Ellie and Barry what general shape they like and set off to create. I actually really love designing costumes. While I'm not the best at sewing, it's really fun for me to put shapes and character elements together into an interesting looking garment. I've done ones in the past for My Little Pony, book character commissions, Pokemon, and even other idols. Orion's image color is pink, and many of our listeners compare her voice to a Disney princess. Ellie is actually a classically trained singer, so this makes sense. Ellie liked big skirts, chiffon, and long sleeves, and I wanted to take this concept and give it the musical princess vibes befitting our leader. Her design came to me pretty quickly after browsing through prom dresses for a while, but the slightly transparent skirt idea didn't come until later, as when I was drawing this illustration, I didn't like that I couldn't figure out where her legs would be with all that fabric. I think it ended up giving the dress a more ethereal look, though. Lyra's image color is teal, and to fit her fun-loving personality, Barry sent me lots of references of layered and heavily accessorized dresses. Barry is our resident idol expert, and always has fun costume photos to share for inspiration. I struggled with this dress design a bit though, as a lot of the initial drawings ended up looking more marine than celestial. I really love the neckline of this dress, and the combo of the stiff top with the flowy skirt. I do wonder if either of these dresses would be able to be made in real life, but I think if anyone could pull it off, it would be these two. Finally, Cygnus's image color is purple, and since one of the stories of the Cygnus constellation is based on Zeus, I've designed her to be sexy and maybe a bit provocative. Because of this, I knew I wanted a deep V and a side slit, but once again, I struggled with finding a design that felt celestial without losing the sex appeal. What really helped tie it together, I think, was the capelet. I think it gives her a bit of a fantasy feel, rather than just sexy cocktail dress, so now she matches in with the other two. Since I almost always draw Cygnus last, a lot of the drawing process for her involves trying to make her mesh with the other two. One of these days I should probably draw her first. These drawings were created partially for concept, but also as the basis for our Star Trail video. I love Garnadelia, and her songs are much more in my vocal range than most stuff we do for Project Constellation. Ellie and Barry worked really hard on the lyric video for Star Trail, and I think it turned out really beautiful. This song was also part of our set the first time that I joined them live on stage, so it has a special place in my heart. While I did make illustrations using the goddess dresses for the intro story comics that we posted last year, I haven't made standalone images for them since these. I've been thinking about making new illustrations for these dresses since the end of last year, so we'll see if I end up doing that anytime soon. For now, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time.